Hello everybody, welcome back to Science Academy. So this is the part 3 of BHU MSc Physics Solutions. So कुछ टेक्निकल इशू की वजह से मैं ये वीडियो अपलोड नहीं कर पाया आफ्टर पार्ट 2, बट नाउ आई हैव अपलोडेड इट एंड आई फिक्स दिस इशू. So in this part we will discuss about the question number 91 to the last question, that is question number 120 thoroughly with solutions. So let's start. Okay, so the question number 91 is the partition function for a gas of a photon is given as z is directly proportional to e to the power alpha t cube. Okay, the specific heat of photon gas varies with temperature s. So what will be the specific heat and how it will vary with temperature? So let's see it. Okay, so now in this question z is directly proportional to, okay, so e to the power a t cube and z equals to, I have taken some constant c e to the power a t cube, and finding the ln z we get that ln c plus a t cube. So अब हमें एनर्जी फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, सो द एनर्जी वी नो दैट एनर्जी u इक्वल्स टू माइनस के टी स्क्वायर डेल अपन डेल टी ऑफ एल एन जेड. सो उसे सॉल्व करने से आपको वैल्यू मिलेगा minus 3a kt fourth, and we know that the specific heat is Cv equals to del u by del t, and we find that Cv is directly proportional to t to the power 3. Okay, so Cv is directly proportional to tq, so the curve will be like this. Okay, so the answer for question number 91 will be C. And now the second question is, okay, the phase space area of a one dimensional simple harmonic oscillator with mass m and angular frequency omega and having the energy difference between E and 2E is, so what will be the phase space area? So here you can see that this is the position momentum phase space curve for the one dimensional SHM. Okay, so 1D or linear simple harmonic oscillator. Clear? So we know that one dimensional simple harmonic oscillator, the phase space curve is a ellipse. So there are the two ellipses centered at a point. Okay, so in the phase space the equation of one dimensional harmonic oscillator, okay, energy equation is this p square by 2me, okay, plus q square by 2e by k equals to 1. So here we can see that in this curve, okay, in this phase space curve, so the inner radius, okay, that is the semi major axis and the semi minor axis of the inner circle correspondingly having the value root over of 2me and root over of 2e by k. Okay, so there are the two ellipses, so we have to find out the phase space area, that is first we have to find out the radius, area of the inner ellipse and the area of the outer ellipse. Okay, and by subtracting these values we will get the phase space area, that is this value. Okay, inside this value, so we know that area of the inner ellipse equals to pi a cross b, where a is the semi major axis and b is the semi minor axis, and by multiplying we get the value of inner ellipse area equals to 2 pi e divided by omega, and similarly area of the outer ellipse is equals to 2 pi omega e plus del e. So according to question, the energy the area between e to 2e, okay, so it means the del e is value equals to what, the del e value equals to e. So by putting this value we will get the area of the relevant region, and the area of the relevant region equals to 2 pi e by omega. Okay, because here de equals to e. So the answer is option number 1. Okay, so answer is 2 pi e divided by omega. Now move to the next question. Considering linear collection of n independent spin half particles is at a location, fixed location, the entropy of the system is, the option is 4. Okay, nkb ln2. Next question, the distribution function f of e for a photon gas is given by, the option is option number b, that is 1 by e to the power e by kbt plus 1. Okay, and now next to move to the next question. If the entropy of a system remains constant in a thermodynamic process, and the process is known as, okay, so here entropy is constant, it means there is no exchange of heat. Okay, so the option will be option number 2, that is adiabatic process. Now the next question, a microcanonical ensemble represents, so the answer will be option number 2. Okay, so a microcanonical ensemble is an isolated system in the equilibrium, because in the microcanonical ensemble the energy E, volume V, and the number of particles n, EVn, is always constant. Now the next question, if the volume of a cubic unit cell Bravais lattice is B, the volume of the unit cell in the reciprocal lattice will be, so the option number will be option number 2, that is 8πq divided by V. Okay, the next question, the number of molecules present in the unit cell of the sodium chloride, the option is 3, that is 4, and density of states for a one dimensional Fermi system is proportional to, that is option number 2, okay, e to the power half. Next question, if E, H, okay, Z, Jx and Bz are the Hall field current density and the magnetic field strength respectively, then the Hall coefficient, the value of Rh equals to Es by Jx divided by Bz. This is the value of the Hall coefficient Rh. Now the next question, when a small magnetic field H is applied to the magnetic material, the intensity of magnetization is proportional to, simple, it is proportional to S. Okay, and now next question, in an orthorhombic crystal, a lattice plane chords intercept of length 3a minus 2b and 3c by 2 along the 3 axis. So the Miller indices of the plane are, so the answer will be option number A, that is 2, 3, 4. Okay, now next question, the continuous X-ray spectrum is the result of, and the option is answer is option number 3, that is inverse photoelectric effect. Next, using the device theory, atomic heat capacity of a solid at a constant volume Cv at a high temperature, this is given by, the answer will be option number C, that is Cv equals to 3R. Now the next question, orbital magnetic dipole moment of an electron in the hydrogen like atom is √2 mu b. What is the state of the electron? And here we know that the orbital magnetic dipole moment, this equals to mu l equals to, okay, root over of L multiply L plus 1 into mu b. So where mu b is called Bohr magneton. Okay, so this is called Bohr magneton, and according to the question, root over of L into L plus 1 into mu b equals to √2 mu b. It means L into L plus 1 equals to 2 and it gives L equals to 1. So we know that L equals to 1 correspond to the states p, okay, the p orbital. So this will be the L equals to 1, it will be the p state. So the answer will be option number 2, that is P. Now move to the next question about the Stern-Gerlach experiment. Which one is not true? Okay, so this is very important to notice which one is not true. So it is possible with both atoms and ions. Okay, and now second is it gives the evidence of electron spin. It is observed with the atom whose ground state is 1s0, and it is observed with the atoms whose ground state is 2s1 by 2. So here the correct answer will be option number A, that is it is possible with both atoms and ion, because it is incorrect. Okay, and the rest of the options are correct. Now the Lomb-Rutherford experiment show that in an hydrogen atom, so which one is correct answer? So here according to the Lomb-Rutherford experiment, 2s2. okay, so option number 1, that is 2s2 state has a higher energy or greater energy than 2p2 1 by 2. So the option number will be A. Now the next question, the Doppler splitting of the first excited state of hydrogen atom due to the spin orbit interaction 2p3 by 2 to 2p1 by 2 is 0.365 centimeter inverse. So what is the corresponding separation for lithium double plus ion? Okay, so here we will find out the corresponding separation, that is energy separation value. So here we know that the energy term difference, that is del T. Okay, del T equals to R infinite alpha squared z to the power 4th divided by nq L into L plus 1. So here we know that alpha is the fine structure constant, okay, and z is the atomic mass number. Okay, so atomic number z. So from this equation we know that del T is directly proportional to fourth power of Z. So for lithium and hydrogen atom we know that the value of Z is Z equals to 3 for lithium plus, and lithium and hydrogen Z equals to 1. So putting this value we get that del T of lithium divided by del T of hydrogen is equals to 81. So as the question given, that is del T is equals to 0.365. So by multiplying with 81 into 0.365 we get the energy separation for lithium double plus atom, and the value is 29.6 centimeter inverse. So in this question the answer will be option number 4, that is 29.565 centimeter inverse. Now the next question, the ground state spectroscopic term for the chlorine atom is chlorine 17, and we find the electronic configuration of chlorine. We know that the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, okay, 3s2 and 3p5. So 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 2 12 plus 5 17, because chlorine is the atomic number 17. So here we know that the last term is 3p5, which is more than half filled. So here we will get the term value, which is the ground state energy or ground state for the chlorine atom, and the answer will be option C, okay, that is 2p3/2. This will be the ground state spectroscopic term. And here we know that for the more than half fill value, okay, the higher the value of J, lower will be the state, that is the ground state, okay. So lower will be the value of the J, higher will be the energy value. So according to this question the option number will be option number 3. Now the separation between adjacent energy level of a normal multiplet is in the ratio 3:5. So according to the Land interval rule, what is the value of L? So according to the Land interval rule, we know that E equals to, the energy value E equals to 2a multiply J plus 1, and J is the orbital angular momentum, okay. So here we can see that these are the energy levels with different values of J, that is here J, next level is J plus 1 and J plus 2. These two energy level are separated by the energy E, and the above values, okay, with angular momentum J plus 1 and J plus 2, these are separated by the energy difference 5/3 E, okay. So now according to this rule, E equals to 2a J plus 1 and 5/3 times E equals to 2 into J plus 2, and putting this value in this equation we will find the value of J, that is J equals to 1/2. So the corresponding J values for this equals to, that is level 1, level 2 and level 3 equals to 1/2, 3/2 and 5/2. So here we know that J equals to L minus S. Actually the value of J equals to L minus S to L plus S, but here we will see that if L greater than S, does it satisfy? So we can see that if L greater than S, the value of L becomes 3/2 something. So L cannot be half integer because it should be integer, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. So here S is greater than L, okay, the condition is S is greater than L. This is very important. So I have taken the value of J as J equals to S minus L to S plus L. So 1/2 is the minimum value, and S plus L, that is J equals to S plus L, this is 5/2, this is the maximum value. And by solving these equations we will find the value of S as 3/2 and the value of L equals to 1, okay. So the answer will be option number 1, that is L equals to 1. Now the next question, the following transition lead to the two component of the sodium yellow line, okay. These are the transitions given in the question. So here the question is the ratio of the intensity of the two lines B and A, that is IB divided by IA is what? So here we can see that these are the two transitions takes place, okay. So in this transition the value of intensity separation, okay. So the ratio of the intensities, that is IB divided by IA. Okay, this is the value of A and this is B. So intensity ratio is directly proportional to the quantum weight factor, that is 2J plus 1. So this is value 2J plus 1 for IV and this is the value of 2J plus 1 for IA. That means the transition A and transition B. So by dividing this value we will get the ratio as a 2:1. So IV is to IA equals to 2:1. So the answer will be option number 2, that is 2:1. Now the value of the Lorentz factor for 2p 3/2 state is what? And we know that the value of the Lorentz factor, okay, G equals to 1 plus J multiply J plus 1 plus S multiply S plus 1 minus L multiply L plus 1 divided by 2 J plus 1. So the given spectroscopic term is, that is 2p 3/2. Here we can see that 2, this will be the 2s plus 1. So 2s plus 1 equals to 2 and s equals to 1/2, and the lower term which is given, that is 3/2, it indicates the value of j, that is 3/2. So we get the value of j and we get the value of s. So we know that L plus s equals to gives the value of j. So from this we will easily find out the value of L equals to 1. And therefore putting these values, okay, these three values in the above equation, will get the value of G, that is 4/3. Okay, therefore the answer will be option number 4, that is 4/3. We'll move to the next question. The beam profile of a laser operating in the TEM00, that is fundamental node. This will be the option number C, that is Gaussian. Now the next question, the spacing between two adjacent longitudinal mode in a plane laser resonator having the separation between the two mirrors d equals to 10 centimeter is. So here the option will be option number B, that is 15,000 megahertz, sorry 1500 megahertz. Now for fission to take place, the neutrons must have, so for fission to take place, the neutrons must have the high thermal energy. So option number 2. Next question, the activity of a sample of radioactive material is A1 at a time T1 and A2 at time T2, such that T2 is greater than T1, so its mean lifetime is T. So then which will be the correct answer? Okay, so we know the value that the activity A equals to A naught e to the power minus lambda multiply time t, but we know that lambda equals to 1 by mean lifetime, that is according to this question mean lifetime is t, so lambda equals to 1 by t. Therefore A equals to A naught e to the power minus small t divided by capital T. Okay, so putting these values, okay, in this value we'll put the value of A1, also put the value of A2, and by dividing this we will get that A2 equals to A1 e to the power T1 minus T2 by T. So option number 3 will be the correct answer. Now the next question, 200 mega electron volt of energy is obtained in the fission of one nucleus of lithium, that is uranium 235. A reactor is generating 1000 kilowatt power. So the rate of nuclear fission in the reactor is, so here the option will be option number 3, that is 3.125 into 10 to the power 16. Now the next question, the particle X in the following nuclear reaction. So here given the nuclear reaction, that is beryllium 49 plus helium 24, this gives the carbon C12 plus X. Here the X will be the neutron, and we know that neutron is 0 and 1. When we putting this value, that is 0 and 1, okay, 0 Newton 0 and 1 will get the conservation of mass that satisfies. So the option will be option number 3. Now if m is the mass of the nucleus and a is the atomic mass, then the packing fraction will be the option number C, that is m minus a by a. Okay, so mass defect per nucleon, this gives the packing fraction. Now the last question is, the nuclei carbon 613 and nitrogen 714 can be described as what? Okay, so we'll see that here in the carbon and nitrogen. Okay, in carbon the Newton number equals to what? The A minus Z. We know that Newton equals to A minus Z. So for carbon, Newton equals to 13 minus 6, that is just 7. And for nitrogen, sorry, for carbon, okay, for carbon the Newton number is 7, and for nitrogen also N7 14. Here uh, 14 minus 7 equals to 6, sorry, 7. Okay, so here we see that in the both cases the Newton number remains same, so this will give the value of isotope. Okay, so we know that if in two atoms the Newton number remains same, then these are called the isotope. So option number 2, that is isotope, will be the correct answer. So these are all 1 to 120 questions of solutions of MSc BHU Physics entrance. So please do subscribe and like our channel, so that will make many more videos which will be useful for you. Thank you.